Yeah.
People are disappointed because they're not having a typical watch party. So establishment.
Get it going.
7693
Great energy.
6466.
You can get even.
All right, Steve. Hey, can you hear us loud and clear for tonight for this morning's final SG Live broadcast? Are we good to go? This is my mic, and Dave's going to go now with his mic.
Good morning, AVJ. This is a test of our mic sound. Thank you guys for all the work you're doing.
Well, Steve, while Chick-fil-A
We got like 2 minutes until we get the email. Sorry. This is like 8 minutes fast.
Are you ready to sing?
Ava's ready to sing.
Way to go, Ava.
We'll move this over here once we get the email. All right, raffle ended. We're just waiting for the email. Grace, you tonight? Oh, yeah. 1 minute after it ends. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You want to stand like right where they are?
That's what I already told him. I said, same thing. Come on now. I want to hear these people up. All right, there you go.
Get a lot of enthusiasm, guys. All right, girls.
All right, girls, guys, here we go. Yeah, Jared, you guys keep yours on. Camera.
Right. Enthusiasm. And just X out of this, and the email with the winners is right there for you, Gracie, okay?
X out of that.
Yeah.
Right, enthusiasm.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you to everyone who participated in our second takedown cancel raffle, benefiting the Heather Baker Foundation. Gracie's going to announce the winners. Winner of the $200 Levo skincare is Emma Hoover. Winner of the Hunter Prize Pack, Missy Culp. Winner of the Greens Fees for Robert Bossert. Winner of the Blackstone Griddle, Diana Klunk. Curve Brands Prize Pack, Robert Boser. Kayak, Brian Herbst. Coach Purse, Heather Gross. Gift card bundle, Christy Looper. And DeWalt Tools, Deb Rhodes. Thanks to everyone who donated and bought raffle tickets. Have a great day.
Great job. All right.
Okay, your wrestlers, line up on that. It's time to get wrestling.
I know, I was like, what are you installing?
I know it's super. Yeah,
Good morning, wrestling fans. We will turn your attention to the mat for our pre-match introductions.
Here's a lineup for today's match. At 106 pounds for Doe will be a forfeit for the Rockets, Levi Snyder. At 113 pounds for Doe will be a forfeit for the Rockets, Braxton Rice. Wrestling at 120 pounds for Dover, Mason Leapart. For the Rockets, Heath Smizer. Wrestling at 126 pounds for Dover, Wyatt Dillon. For the Rockets, Ivan Vega. Wrestling at 132 pounds for Dover, Zane Stump. For the Rockets, Bryce Weaver. Wrestling at 138 pounds for Dover, Emmanuel German. For the Rockets, Jared Baker. Wrestling at 145 pounds for Dover, Landon Thomas or Lucas Runk. For the Rockets, Brady Baker. Wrestling at 152 pounds for Dover will be Landon Thomas or Lucas Runk. For the Rockets, Caleb Boland. Wrestling at 160 pounds for Dover, John Firestone. For the Rockets, Isaiah Mummert. Wrestling at 172 pounds for Dover will be Monique Santiago or Brady Cook. For the Rockets, Thomas Dressler. Wrestling at 189 pounds for Dover, Monique Santiago or Brady Cook. For the Rockets, Teague Conover. Wrestling at 215 pounds for Dover will be Anthony Barrett. For the Rockets, Logan Hurst. Wrestling at 285 pounds for Dover will be Jared Love. For the Rockets, Jeff Borman. The Eagles are coached by Mr. Brad Brocious. The Rockets are coached by Mr. Tyke Conover, Terry Conover, Tony Miller, Tad Harvard, Dakota Lockman, and Kevin Pauls. The official for today's match is Mr. Brian Meckley. Today's match will begin the 215-pound weight class. Good luck to both teams. We all now please rise as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Good morning again, Rocket Wrestling fans and Dover Wrestling fans. Welcome to SG Live's video production of Rocket Wrestling, Springo versus Dover. I'm Kevin Paulus, along with me, my broadcast partner, Dave Dietrich. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Kevin, and good morning, Rocket Wrestling community.
All right, we have a YAIA Division I matchup on tap for you today. Should the Rockets win today's match, they will wrap up the Division I title for YAIA. It'll be tight conovers first, but we got to get through the match first. And it looks like we're going to start off at 215 pounds.
Wrestling at 215 pounds for Dover, Anthony Barrett for the Rockets, Logan Herbst.
All right, we heard from our mat side announcer, Eric Ziegler. It is Anthony Barrett from Dover, and he's going against Logan Herbst from Spring Grove. Logan is a junior this year, bringing with him this match a 13-2 record.
So both wrestlers working the tie here, hand fighting, working collar ties. Logan going for a Russian tie, right-hand side. Would like to see him get that head position. Switches off to a little dump there on the right-hand side. Nice little transition. And a takedown at the edge of the mat.
Yeah, that's why you have this setup. So you use that setup to get to a move that, well, sometimes you might bait a wrestler into that move. In this case there, it looks like Logan took what was there for him.
Well, and I will tell you, Coach Tony Miller, I know a Russian arm tie to a dump or a fireman's carry was his bread and butter in high school. And I'm sure that he's worked that with Logan. So Logan comes out, little head chancer on the front there, elevates the head and gets the fall. So 45 seconds into the first period, made quick work of Barrick there. So nice job for Logan Herbst.
Now wrestling for Dover, 285 pounds is Jared Love. For the Rockets, Jeff Borman.
Come on, Jeff!
All right.
So Borman immediately going for that headlock. Looks like the Dover wrestler is attempting a throw of his own there. Borman spins behind and doesn't quite secure the two yet. And now it looks like he has control. Actually, it looks like he might have been given the award there on the headlock, Kevin.
Yeah, he was looking for the fall, didn't quite get it. All right, and Jared Love from Dover is bringing in an 8-1 record to this dual meet. He's going against Jeff Borman, who's bringing in a 3-1 record.
So Borman has to be careful not, there you go, he actually ended up releasing his opponent there to avoid the stall call. So we're back to neutral. Let's see if we go to that upper body tie again, and Borman immediately goes to that headlock tie. Really kind of almost looking for a throw by, ends up getting hit in a headlock by Love and gets pinned. So a danger there of going up top and working that fall there. You got to be careful of your hip position, and it looked like Love got better hip position there and ended up getting the headlock.
All right, we're going to have a forfeit here at 106. Levi Snyder is going to receive the forfeit. Sophomore bringing in a 15-1 record to this match.
106 is Levi Snyder.
And Braxton Rice at 113 will receive a forfeit as well.
113 is Braxton Rice.
Rice bringing in 11-4 record to his school, now at 12-4. And 120. We're going to have a good one here.
120 pounds for Dover, Mason Leapart for the Rockets, Heath Smizer.
All right, Mason Leapart versus Heath Smizer.
Nice, quick, low single on the left-hand side. Just really a straight single leg. Ran the pipe, sat Smizer down, and gets the finish.
Yeah, Mason, he so far is a phenomenal wrestler. He is a junior this year, bringing in a 13-0 record. His freshman season, he went 33-3, was a runner-up in District 3, and he was actually one win away from medaling his freshman year in the PIAA state tournament. And actually, that was his freshman year when he was one win away from medaling at the PIAA tournament, and he went 34-5. So he's bringing in an 80 wins and 8 losses for his wrestling career so far as a junior.
Yeah, that single leg he just took on the left-hand side was indicative of a high-level wrestler. He immediately went to that cross-wrist tilt. A lot of torque on Smizer's body there. Looks like he's going for that same tilt again. Leapart's got to be careful there. He almost put himself in a defensive fall position, but he did roll out of it.
Yeah, Leapart, he is a hammer on top. He's great with tilts. but he's long, so he can use his legs to his advantage as well.
So Smizer working to his base. Leapart immediately trying to trap that arm. So he traps the arm, gets the wrist control, and immediately goes to that cross wrist tilt. So Smizer's really going to have to focus on freeing that hand and not allowing Leapart to secure that wrist. Now we have reinforced bar, going to that a similar tilt to the cross wrist tilt, same concepts.
That brings that's a close of the first period. The score 12-0 in favor of Mason Leapart.
Kevin, we see this often in NCAA too. Heath Smizer is a very good wrestler. He's done very, very well this year. Has good technique. Leapart is just he's kind of that next level. He's just a notch above, and he appears to be dominating this match from neutral, from the top position, now from the bottom. He's working out the back door here. Just a very, very solid technician. He's maintaining really good position. He's very methodical about how he's working out of that bottom position there, getting that 2-point reversal. Score is now 14-0. He's got reinforced bar on the right-hand side. He's going for that tilt again, elevating the down leg.
White hands.
And that wraps it up, folks. So 16-0, 39 seconds into the second period. That's quite a performance by Leapart. Because, again, Smizer is no slouch. He is a tough wrestler.
And Dover has somebody to be proud of. Mason Leapart's a very tough wrestler, and certainly look forward to seeing what he can do in the postseason.
26 pounds for Dover, Wyatt Dillon.
Certainly, I think they're probably proud of all their wrestlers, Kevin, as both teams are. And I know that's not what you meant, but you know, he's certainly one to watch. So Vega just got a poke to the eye there, so he'll get a little time here from the official.
And in this match, we have Justin Rudisil. He's wrestling against junior Ivan Vega. Ivan Vega is bringing in a 14-2 record on the 2021 campaign.
Rudisil really pressuring forward right now, which to me that really works to Vega's advantage. Vega has a very good outside double leg. I could imagine as Rudisil continues pushing in, he's gonna get that shot off. And instead he goes to a little, almost starts with a dump, switches off to a high crotch on the right-hand side, called out of bounds. The fans questioning whether or not he was out of bounds there. That's where I'd love to see that collegiate mindset regarding the out of bounds come into play here, Kevin.
It almost looked like the old out of bounds rule. That's almost what it looked like there. But oh well, back to the action. Ooh,
so Rudisil attempted a dump on the right-hand side there. Vega comes back with a nasty headlock and plants Rudisil on the mat here. Now he's going to readjust the headlock. He's got to elevate that head. And he gets the fall.
Paul Vega, 104, bringing the dual meet score to 24-11 in favor of the Rockets.
So that comes back to that whole concept of muscle memory, Kevin. Vega's hit those moves so many times, drilled those moves so many times, he didn't even think there. He just reacted. Really excellent response to that attempted takedown.
All right, at 132 pounds, we have Zane Stump from Dover taking on Bryce Weaver from Spring Grove. Bryce Weaver is a junior this year, bringing in a 10-6 record to this dual meet.
Would really love to see Weaver open up his offense a little bit here. He has a nice straight single leg. He's got to work setups, clear those arms. He also has excellent takedown defense. As you get this late into the season, though, really got to increase the pace in the offense, especially in neutral position. That's where a lot of matches are won in the sectional district and state tournaments. Now this year we'll also have that super regional tournament, so 4 levels of the PIAA tournament this year rather than the normal 3. So Weaver traps that left arm as he comes in for that outside single, ends up finishing as a dump position and gets some back points, near fall points there. He got a 2 count. So it hasn't been awarded yet because he hasn't released the arm.
Seeing a good amount of these Rocket wrestlers going for the dump. It's bringing back memories of Kevin Henning.
Kevin Henning and Dustin Henning before him had 2 of the best dumps I ever remember seeing. And guys knew it was coming, and they'd still hit it. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal to watch. So Weaver working crossface cradle here on top potentially, trying to drive that head toward the knee. Stump able to get his hips up.
Yeah, when you mentioned they hit it all the time and the opponents knew it was coming, sometimes it's not a matter of what you do, but it's how you do it or how you set it up.
That was their bread and butter, and if they got your arm, you were going to get dumped.
All right, about 4.8 seconds left in the first period. Looks like we have an injury for Zane Stump, holding his right knee.
So you never like to see this, Kevin. It's always
not.
concerning, especially when a student athlete is holding their knee.
All right, so while we have this pause injury, let's bring you up to date here on the in-score, in-match summary. Logan Herbst scored a fall at 45 seconds at 215 pounds. 285 pounds, Jared Love scored a fall over Jeff Borman at 1 minute and 3 seconds to bring the dual meet score 6-6. Levi Snyder and Braxton Rice received forfeits at 106 and 113 to bring the dual meet score to 18-6. 120 pounds, Mason Leapart, 2-time state qualifier, scored a technical fall 16-0 at 2 minutes 39 seconds over Heath Smizer. 126 pounds, Ivan Vega scored a fall over Justin Rudisil, 1 minute and 4 seconds. Dual meet score 24-10. All right, so in the meantime, during this injury timeout, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our AVJ students and our teachers that run the AVJ class, Advanced Video Journalism. That course is taught by Steve Richards and Steve Weibel. They donate their time to bring these live broadcasts to you, along with the following students: Cole Sterner, Max Power, Riley Zedick, Tori Beck, Nate Alexander, Luca Vito, Cami Ayers, Justin Louie, Gracie Priest, Ellie Arnold, Cheyenne Rickman, Noah Keener, Cora Keener, Dylan Pierce, Donnie Cope, Vera Jordan, graduate student Murphy Altman. Thank you, AVJ students, for bringing this broadcast to us. Thank you, Steve Richards. Thank you, Steve Weibel. Any Spring Grove student or teacher watching this broadcast, please make sure you say thank you to the 2 teachers and also the students listed that are giving us this action, this live stream. Thank you, students and teachers.
I echo that, Kevin. They do an outstanding job, and thank you for recognizing them. So it's good to see Stump back on his feet. Weaver just countering there, spinning behind for the 2 points. Now has a 6-0 lead.
Yes, it is very good to see Zane back on the mat. Glad he was able to recover and is continuing the match. Again, wrestling is one of those sports. We call it controlled violence. That's what it is. You get injuries, and we're just glad this one wasn't as bad. All right, so Weaver runs a bar.
Yeah, Weaver works an arm bar on the right-hand side. They really just blocked the arm on the left-hand side. It gets his wrestler in criteria and is now readjusting. So he's attempting to elevate the head. So Coach Conover telling Weaver readjust to a half. Doesn't quite sink it in there. Gets the near fall. So up 9-0. A minute 15 into the second period.
Looks like he's working until now it comes up cross face.
He's got that far arm trapped, starting to walk around for a cross-face cradle here. Running the head to the knee.
short time, 10 seconds left in the period, and Stump able to fight that out.
So we'll end the second period. Weaver up 9-0 over Stump. And Coach
Weaver's gonna
Conover,
choose neutral.
Yep, Coach Conover directs Weaver to choose neutral. I like the call. More practice on your feet. Would like to see Weaver get a single leg shot off here.
Yeah, this is the team's last, probably going to be the last competition. Oh, yeah. Oh.
So didn't really see anything happening there. Hopefully Trainer Fleming will be able to identify what the issue is. As Kevin was just mentioning, this is our last live stream of the season. We will be hosting the District 3 first round of the District 3 tournament. As I said earlier, there are now 4 rounds to the PIAA tournament this year, so sectionals will be at Southwestern. We will host districts, and then there will be a super regional tournament, which I believe may be in the Altoona area, and then there is the state tournament in Hershey. So as we host the District 3 tournament here, and I believe at all sites, Flow Wrestling will be bringing you the action. And while we are happy that our fans will be able to see the live action, unfortunately, Kevin and I will not be able to do any commentary because Flow Wrestling has the rights to the broadcast. And so this is our last live stream with commentary this year. We will have live streaming of the actual wrestling. You just won't hear our wonderful voices.
Can't win them all. And just give you a quick summary there. Stump looked like he walked off the mat, and we're glad to see him walking off the mat. Injury default, 4 minutes, 18 seconds for Weaver. Again, we hope Zane Stump is going to be okay. We hope he can wrestle in next week's sectional competition. And good luck to Zane Stump. All right,
So
back to the action.
Jared Baker just hits a nice high crotch on the left-hand side, finishes quickly, and is automatically working for that cross wrist tilt, which it appears that he's getting.
And I believe Jared Baker's wrestling Emmanuel Herman from Dover. I believe that's who he is wrestling against. Sorry, I was talking about Zane Stump and missed the Dover wrestler, his name. I heard the coaches say Manny, so I'm going to take a wild guess that is Emmanuel Herman from Dover going against Jared Baker. And Jared is a sophomore, bringing in an 11-4 record to this dual meet.
So it looks like the official, Bryant Meckley, holding 2 count and awards it now. So Baker now up 6-0. Working that cross wrist tilt again, has to be aware of where he's at on the mat. Is getting the near fall count. So Baker's going to come up, release that grip, get the near fall awarded. Now up 9-0, 42 seconds left. So it looks like so he's going for the tilt again here. Going to get some near fall to the mat, stacking his opponent up here, walking him up. You can see he has his legs stepped up between his opponent's legs and is using that as leverage.
And
3 additional back points, so 12-0. A minute 40 into the first period here. So Baker doing a really nice job getting pressure forward here. Not settling, looking like he's going for the fall here in the last few seconds of the period. He's at least going to get the 3 back point for the technical fall, and he gets the pin. So an impressive show by Baker. Nicely done. Never let the foot off the throttle there, Kevin.
And looks like we are going to have a pause in the action for halftime for the presentation for the check for the Heather Baker Foundation here at our halftime. And also the mats are going to be sanitized as well. But yes, I believe they're going to be doing a presentation for the Heather Baker Foundation here during halftime. And while it looks like they're getting everything organized,
Donnie Baker and the TEC committee, please report to the head table.
and they called Donnie Baker to the head table. So I'm going to give a quick shout out to our Takedown Cancer Foundation staff, led by Donnie Baker. He is the widower of Heather Baker, who the foundation was started for. Heather Baker lost her fight to breast cancer in 2010. The Heather Baker Foundation is also supported by Brandy Baker, Michelle Garrett, Dee Gwynn, Beth Johnston, Linda Hartman, Rachel Rohrball, mother of Dalton Rohrball, three-time state qualifier, two-time bronze medalist for the Rockets, and Allison Shearer. Thank you, everybody, for all you do for the Heather Baker Foundation. With Matt Side for the check presentation by Donnie Baker.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm Donnie Baker with the Heather Baker Foundation. First, I want to thank everyone here and everyone that donated to our fundraiser and the raffles, and it was a big success. You know, and with everything going on with the pandemic, we weren't really sure what was going to happen this year. As a foundation, we really had to cancel a lot of our events because of COVID. So to put a damper on things, Coach Miller and Coach Conover contacted me a couple months ago and said, hey, you know, let's get something done. You know, we've been doing this together, Take Down Cancer and the wrestling team with the foundation for 10 years now, and these guys really pushed and said, we want to get something done. And we sat down at the kitchen table and decided, let's try to do it online and use Facebook and use social media, and that's what we did. We got Rachel Rohrball involved, and she did an excellent job with getting everything with the website and how that was running, and you know, that was just awesome. A big round of applause for Rachel. Coach Miller and Coach Conover came over. You know, we started this, and you know, we weren't really sure what to expect, but thank all the sponsors that donated, everybody that helps out with the foundation on a regular basis. Thank all the girls that do everything. But everything went well. It went smooth, and we did a lot more than what we originally expected that we would with the online raffle. So here's what we came up with at the end, guys. $9,780. So thank you to all the sponsors that donated to this. And also I want to give a shout out to Dave Bricker, who does all for Total Identity Solutions. It does all of the apparel for the team, and he donates all of that for free. Does an excellent job, excellent work. So thanks a lot, Dave Bricker. Again, thanks again to the coaches, thanks to all the wrestlers, thanks to all the parents. A big success this year with everything that's going on. So once again, thank everybody.
And again, we thank everybody that has helped contribute to the Heather Baker Foundation. We thank everybody for helping to fight against any kind of cancer. That is one common enemy we all have, and that is cancer. And looks like they're not going to be sanitizing the mats between. And we are back to the action at 145 pounds.
45 pounds for over. Lucas Rockets, Brady Baker.
And we have Brady Baker from Spring Grove. He's a junior this year coming in. And he's going against Luke Runk from Dover.
Looked like Runk was going to work a near side cradle there. Baker able to fend that off. Gives up the two, but does not go to his back, which is certainly better. Baker turning in. So hand control. Nice job turning in there, getting free. Gets the escape point, so score is 1-2 for Runk. Baker takes a straight shot. Looked like a double leg attempt there. He's going to work the knee pound in or get out of the position, which he does.
Yeah, it's really tough when you get sprawled out like that. It is tough to be able to try to take somebody down when you reach out like that.
Yeah.
So good job back.
Drunk just took a shot, got himself extended. Baker able to sprawl, spin behind, gets the 2-point takedown. Is now up 3-2. Looks like he is now working a cross-face cradle. He's got far arm now. Looks like he might actually come Turk. And switches back. Looks like he's going to just try and run around the head here. Is working the Turk. Is working the Turk there. He's got to elevate that down leg now to rotate his hips toward his opponent's head. And he's getting the near fall points. So nice job. So switches off to a half Nelson, sinks that half really deep. This is a great position for Baker here, not a good position for Runk.
Short time, 7 seconds left. Runk's still trying to fight it off. Not quite.
So Baker gets the 3-point near falls, up 6-2 after the first period.
And it looks like Springer's going to have the choice. Baker's going to defer.
And Dover chooses neutral. So coach is seeing that Runk got a takedown, had some success there, was getting turned on bottom, so chose not to put him on bottom.
Well, as a coach, it is always certainly important to put your wrestler in the best position. And being that he was able to score a takedown, put him up there. Put him where he scored some points.
Baker getting his arm trapped there, but actually steps right into a little headlock.
Taking what Runk gave him.
And gets the fall.
2 minutes and 26 seconds. Fall for Brady Baker.
Next up for the Rockets, Caleb Bolin at 152 pounds.
Now wrestling 152 pounds for Dover, Landon Thomas. For the Rockets, Caleb Bolin.
And Landon Thomas for Dover.
And we're at the 152-pound bout with 42-11 Spring Grove.
Bolin takes an outside shot to a double leg, elevates his opponent, switches off to a half Nelson on the way down, elevates the down arm in addition to the half Nelson. He gets a quick fall in 20 seconds. Really textbook finish there, Kevin.
Sunk that half deep. Be able to get chest on chest, get perpendicular. Good job by Bolin.
Elevated both the head and the arm, so your opponent has no point of contact to bridge from. Just really nicely done.
Now wrestling 160 pounds for Dover, John Firestone. For the Rockets, Isaiah Lawrence.
All right, yes, we have John Firestone from Dover. He is bringing in a 9-2 record. He's a senior. He's going against, nice lat drop, going against freshman Nizey Mummert.
Firestone came in with a low single attempt. Mummert fended that off, and as Firestone came back up, Mummert was pressuring in, and he was able to hit that lateral drop for the 5-point move. Actually, 4-point move, it looks like. Was only able to get 2 back points there. So Firestone working half Nelson now. Mummert doing a good job getting his hips off the mat, getting his chest up. Firestone drags him across though. Mummert working to get those shoulders free. Ooh, that was a tight. It's always tough when a guy has an arm bar and starts gathering that far arm and starts bringing those arms together. That is very uncomfortable.
All right, score is 48-17, heading into 160-pound bout. 172-pound bout, excuse me, that was 160 bout. 172 pounds. We have Tommy Dressler from Spring Grove.
Now wrestling 172 pounds for Dover, Brady Cook. For the Rockets, Thomas Dressler.
And Brady Cook from Dover. And we certainly have to mention some things about Tommy Dressler here.
That was a beautiful, quick outside single there. Clean textbook finish. He's going to let his opponent go, continue to work on his feet.
Tommy didn't get the memo. Let me talk about you first before he brings some action. He didn't get my memo.
Fakes an arm drag on the left-hand side and switches to an outside single on the right-hand side. Just a nice little action-reaction setup there. Really doing a nice job keeping motion on his feet.
All right, and Tommy Dressler's bringing with him 96 career wins. He was a
Elbow
state
tie to a
qualifier.
duck under there. Sorry, Kevin.
I know, he's bringing so much action.
Now he comes to a leg on the right-hand side because cross faces his opponent, gets him to near fall position. Looks like he's working, almost looks like he's working a three-quarter Nelson type hold here. And he is. Works three-quarter Nelson until he gets his opponent into a cradle position. And gets the fall. Sorry, Kevin, now you can talk about him.
He just brings so much action. Can you imagine trying to call like a Chance Marsteller match? That'd have been 5 times quicker than that.
Next up for the Rockets, Teague Conover. Sophomore wrestling 189 pounds. And it looks like Conover is going to get a forfeit.
Forfeit for the Rockets, 189, Teague Conover.
So now we have an exhibition match at
Folks,
215 pounds.
We just found out we had a donor for the takedown cancer during the match here. Our grand total is now over $10,000. Thank you very much to all the fans, supporters of Rocket Wrestling and the Takedown Cancer Foundation.
Hey, you just maybe heard our Matt side announcer, Eric Ziegler. I'll repeat it for you. The Heather Baker Foundation just got a donation to put the total donation for this year to $10,000 for the Heather Baker Foundation. Thank you to whoever donated. And it looks like they're trying to work out an exhibition match. There might be going to have one more exhibition match. This is not going to count towards the final score. Final score 60 for the Rockets, 17 for the Dover Eagles. Exhibition match looks like we're going to have senior Devin Moore. I'm sorry, Mike Hershey. I'm sorry, that's Mike Hershey, freshman Mike Hershey.
Rockets, Michael Hershey.
And for Dover, we have Michael Snellbecker.
So Hershey giving up some size here. Be wise to keep his attacks to the outside. Doesn't want to get caught underneath a bigger wrestler. So looking for those little shrugs, little outside single shots, snap spin. Needs to get his opponent moving on his feet here. So right now, his opponent's really setting himself up for a little shrug, a little drag by.
Yeah, Mike Hershey. I believe his father was a Springer wrestler. Now, did he wrestle under you, Dave?
No, we graduated the same year, Kevin.
Graduated the same
So,
year,
Yeah, we were
okay.
both 1997 graduates. Mike wrestled, Mike Hershey Sr. Wrestled heavyweight and was a very good wrestler for Spring Grove. Did a nice job. He also played football. And he's just an all-around nice guy.
He's raising a nice kid.
There you go with that little shrug, and that's what we talked about, Kevin. He made sure he took advantage of his athleticism and didn't get caught underneath there. Was able to shrug his opponent by to his back. Gets the three-point near fall, working for the fall here, and gets it. So well done by Mike Hershey.
1 minute, 41 seconds for the time of the fall for Mike Hershey.
And now it looks like we'll have next up Devin Moore, senior for the Rockets. And it looks like the wrestler that Devin is going to be wrestling, because of the mandatory break in between matches, is going to have to wait about 3 more minutes because of that delay there. And that's to give wrestlers enough time to recover between matches.
Yeah, the PIW rule is 45 minutes between matches. But all right. In this time, hey, I'd like to say thank you to and give shout outs to people working on the floor, working the scoreboards and announcing. So announcing for the match, doing the floor announcing, and calling out wrestlers' names, that is Mr. Eric Ziegler. Working the scoreboard, Sammy Strasball. And the gentleman that works the official scorekeeper book at the table, David Carnes. And our head athletic trainer, Michael Fleming.
And also I see Celia Smith sitting down there. Celia takes all the pictures for our athletic teams, and you can see her at every sporting event. She's out there taking pictures, rain or shine. Celia is outstanding, and she's a SG community member. Her son Ian went through and played football and other sports for the Rockets, and just a great guy. Has some phenomenal artwork that he does, Ian does, and he does that with his sister as well. So just a really neat family business they have going on with the artwork and the photography, and just a lot of artistic talent in that family there, Kevin.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, Ian. He graduated 2009. His graduating class was the first one to come through this building. His graduating class, 2009. That's hard to, man.
It's hard to believe that we've been in this building for 12 years already.
All right. And while we still have the pause in the action, we can't have a takedown cancer match without me mentioning Deb Rhodes. Takedown Cancer got started because the wrestling team held T-shirt sales to raise money for Deb Rhodes and her husband, Joe Rhodes, when she was fighting breast cancer. Deb, we love you. We support you. We always will support you. And Joe, Rocco, as you're affectionately known to all the wrestlers, we all love you too, man.
Now wrestling at 215 pounds for Dovers, Anthony Barrett. The Rockets, Devin Moore.
And in our final exhibition match, we have Anthony Barrett from Dover going against senior Devin Moore. Devin Moore, this is only his third year wrestling. He wanted to give it a shot, and he loves the sport. He loves the competition. He loves going out and giving it his all. So certainly give anybody kudos that's going to come out for wrestling their sophomore year. Very, very tough sport to get into that late in your schooling career. So nice job, Devin. Glad you're wrestling.
Looks like both wrestlers here just working position, trying to get an advantage here in the neutral position, hand fighting. So Devin's got collar tie on the left now, elbow control on the right. Separates. Really has an opportunity to just post some elbows and take some straight shots here, especially as they break from that tie and he's coming back in. His opponent's really reaching hard. Coach Conover telling him to pass the elbow, really just posting under that elbow or using the inside of your hand to pass it by. Barrick really pushing in. Moore attempted to post elbow there.
I don't want to see Devin get caught underneath. Hopefully he doesn't.
He's getting back to better position here, starting to work hands, looking to separate, and he does. So 7 seconds left here. Looks like we're going to end in the neutral position. So first period ends 0-0.
And Devin Moore won the coin flip, and Coach Tyke Conover instructed Devin to choose bottom. Start of the second period.
So Moore off the whistle, bases up. Looks like he's trying to work that baby up, but gets his head too close to his knee here. Is in a cradle. Looks like Dover got a 2 count there. Barrett coming across, putting his knee in the side, trying to bring Moore back to his back here. Looks like he can get him in near fall position, but he has his hands locked way too close to Devin's knees there in order to get the fall. Moore able to fight out of that position. Starts attacking a low leg. So Moore coming into what looks like almost a Peterson position there, just isn't able to gather up the head or the arm necessary to finish. So Barrick remains on top. So no change in control. Exactly 1 minute into the second period here. Let's see if Moore can get a move off the whistle here. Would like to see him explode either into a sit position or a stand position. Looks like he's ready to go, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. He's an intense young man.
So bases out off the whistle, but then starts working to his feet. Working hand control, hips away, nicely done.
Good job, Devin. I was really looking forward to see like a boom right off the whistle. But hey, sometimes your best move is not the move you make right off the whistle.
So Devin attempting to pass by arms here. Score is 1-2 in favor of Dover. So Barrick working a little snap spin there. Moore had gotten his head trapped underneath. That's not where you want to be when you're on your feet.
I like to see him just grab the elbow and drag it by and look away, and I set him up to a shot. It gives him the angle.
Looks like Barrick here working cradle again. Moore's got to be careful. He's got less than 5 seconds here. And that's time. So saved by the bell there on the cradle.
And looks like we have an injury timeout here for Devin Moore.
Didn't really see what happened there. Again, we never like to see this. Trainer Mike Fleming out on the mat, checking Devin out.
All right, and in the meantime, real quickly, next week is the start of the individual postseason. Looks like a hamstring. Hopefully he's okay. So next week will be the start of the individual postseason. The Section 4 sectional tournament will happen next Saturday at Southwestern High School. 8 wrestlers qualify for that tournament. They will be placing 4 wrestlers, but only 2 will advance. And Devin looks like he's okay. He's recovered. And we're going neutral to start the third period.
So right off the whistle there, Moore takes a straight double leg. Would like to see him pick a side with his head as he shoots that double and get his hips in underneath him. So taking that straight shot again, heads on the inside. So Barrick snapping down here. Moore caught underneath. He's got hand control underneath there, making it difficult for Barrick to score there, but Moore bringing his hip to the mat. Now Barrick transitioning to a cradle on the near side. So secures the 2-point takedown, is now looking for the turn. Moore's got to work on breaking those hands, that lock that Barrick has. And Barrick's going to want to shift his hands more towards Moore's head. Moore needs to be careful here that Barrick doesn't walk up behind the leg and stack that leg. That's a dangerous position to be.
I'd like to see Devin at least try to work the grip. Try to break those hands.
Well, Moore's got the leg locked there on the right-hand side, making it difficult for Barrick to create the space he needs. Now he lost the lock.
Now Barrett needs to readjust, sink his head in the side. Yep, and he does it. And Barrett scores the fall. 5 minutes, 38 seconds of the match.
So, Kevin, I believe that ends the action for this Saturday's broadcast. Again, thank you to all of our fans. I know Kevin has some information that he wants to share here before you go, so stay tuned.
Thank you, Dave. And so, the start of the individual postseason again starts next week at Southwestern High School. It's going to be 8-man bracket, double elimination, wrestling for a true second. They'll be placing 4 wrestlers, but only 2 will qualify for the following weekend's South Central Regional. They'll be hosted here at Spring Grove. There'll be an 8-man double elimination. They'll be placing 4 wrestlers, but 3 then will qualify for the Super Regional or Super Region West, Saturday, March 6th. The site has yet to be determined. It says either Altoona or IUP. It's going to be 8-man double elimination with 6 places, and 4 from that region will qualify for states. And then Saturday, March 13th, a single-day PIAA State Championship Tournament, 8-man double elimination, 8 places. You make it to states, you automatically leave with some hardware. All right, and that's a wrap for the regular dual meet season for Spring Grove. Spring Grove season 15-2, capturing Tyke Conover's first YAIA Division I championship. Congratulations, Tyke Conover, and of course the rest of his coaching staff. So Spring Grove ends the season at 15-2. As of today, this morning, they were 6th in the power rankings. Ahead of them in the power rankings, they go as follows: Central Dolphin, Gettysburg, Daniel Boone, and Hempfield. Looks like they will be wrestling it looks like it's going to be Monday night in the PIAA district team tournament. Just 4 teams qualify. That would be at the number 1 seed, which looks like it is going to be up at Central Dolphin. Wrestling for that match will start at 5 p.m. with the finals starting at 7 or immediately thereafter. I don't have any broadcast information for you there because it has yet to be determined as to where the finals going to be. Check the PIAA 3 website, and that'll give you the information as to where and what school is going to be hosting that tournament, and check their broadcast. Thank you again for a great season for the Rockets, and thank you again to Steve Richards and his AVJ students with SG Live. I am Kevin Paul, along with my broadcast partner, Dave Dietrich. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you for being great fans, and thank you for everything you did for Heather Baker Foundation. We will see you guys, hope next year for our new SG Live broadcast. Thank you again, everybody.